Good morning everyone, it's Carla here from earthgirlsolutions.com, and I have just got out of the shower and I have run out of my face moisturiser, which I call Carla's face mix on this. So I'm going to make a new bottle and I want to show you how I do it. So I use a little dropper bottle and I use oil base and essential oils. So to help me determine what I need at any one time, I actually use my Pendulum. I would like you to meet Penny. She's my beautiful Pendulum, and I use her for lots of things. So what I'm going to do to start with, I have a docket book, and that's a carbon copy one. And the reason that I use this is to keep records, but it's also because I make up these mixes for other people. So I give them the top page, and then on the carbon copy page, I can always refer back to what I've made them. And I use that for myself as well. So in here, I have what face mixes I've used in the past, or I've made deodorants, I've made mouthwashes, hair oils, all sorts of things. So I can always refer back to it. So probably if I wasn't making this video, I would probably just look back at what oils I've put in a past mix and use those. But for the sake of demonstrating what I do and how I do it, I'm going to do a new one today. So I use my Pendulum to determine a yes or no answer, basically. So I have here some fractionated coconut oil, and that has been the base that I've used in the past all the time, but I actually have about 7 oils to choose from. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that that's correct for this one. So I just want to know, am I going to be using 100% fractionated coconut oil today? So that's a yes. So a circle for me is a yes, and back and forward is a no. So that's fine. So I know that, so I'm going to note that down. So FCA I'm going to call it. And then, put that to the side for a moment. This is my oil box. So cute. This is my oil box. So I was given this. This is an old medicine kit, and I was like a first aid kit. I was stoked when I was given this. Anywho, this is where I have all my oils. So just to let you know, I'm not affiliated with any of these. So I use doTERRA. I mainly use doTERRA actually, but I've also used Young Living, and I have Young Living in here, and I also use who are these? Heritage Oils Tasmania. So they're actually in Perth now, but they create some beautiful oils locally and using a lot of natural plants. So I use a mix of everything and anything really. So all I do is go through, and so I've got all my oils here. So I'm going to try and do it so you can see this. So I'll start at this end. And then all I do is I place my finger on each one, and I'll ask my Pendulum. So this one's frankincense, so do I need frankincense? So that's a no for me. Wild orange, so it's a yes. So I just pull that one out. Slim and sassy. Oh, I don't need any of that one. This one, so normally I actually just ask this one. So that's a no, no. That one's a yes. That one's a no. 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 Anyway, you get the point. Sometimes there's 1 oil, sometimes there's 10 or whatever. So what I'll do next is I will obviously do this with all my oils in a minute, and then I look at what ones that I've got, and then I'll write them down on my notepad. So I'll make a list of which one's which. Oh, it's so interesting. So I've just pulled out sweet orange oil and wild orange. So it's really interesting. Citrus is usually used for detox, so I must be needing a little bit of a detox at the moment. Anyway, I'll list down all these oils, and then I figure out how many of each one to put in. So this one here says wild orange. So all I do is I'll hold my pendulum above and I'll count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, crikey, I need what, 11. So I can normally, I've done this so many times, I can normally feel before it comes up what it is. So I'm gonna need 11 drops of that. So I'll write that down. I'll write down wild orange, 11 drops. So I'll go through and do that for each oil. Hey guys, I thought I'd just pop back in quickly and let you know what the result was. So for me today, I have needed wild orange, sweet orange, and balance. So I've needed 11, 10, and 7 drops. So I have popped those into my bottle, filled it up with the fractionated coconut oil. It smells freaking amazing. And then you can just pop that in your hand. So I've already put some on my face, in fact twice, because this is the second time I'm making this little video. But you can put it in and then put it on your arms, legs, wherever, whatever works for you. Okay, I'd really love to hear from you. So I'd like to know if you have any questions, first of all, if you do something similar, if you've ever heard of this, or if you have something completely different that you do that's just as simple and effective. I'd love to hear about it. Okay, thanks so much for watching, everyone. That is Carla signing out. Have a fantastic day.